Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to my channel, Butterfly Intuition, with me, Christina Marie. This is another video in the True Crime Tarot series where I'm going to be tuning in to the energy of two cold cases in Norway, the disappearance of Marianne Knutsen and Therese Johanneson. Both little girls went missing in the 1980s and were never seen or heard from again. This was a recommendation by a viewer, Marie Christine, so I thank you so much for your recommendation and for reaching out to me. As a disclaimer, I am not affiliated with Marianne Knutsen or her family, Therese Johanneson or her family, police, search party, witnesses, investigators, and media. This is merely for entertainment purposes only, on my psychic view on what I feel happened, and just what wants to come through the energy I'm channeling, as well as the cards that I pull. So Marianne Knutsen was 6 years old when she disappeared without a trace on August 28th, 1981. She went to a local convenience store where she went to buy 2 ice cream cones and candy. She never returned home, and she was never seen or heard from again. There was an extensive police search and investigation. There was intense media attention. The police did consider this a criminal case, but nothing ever came about as far as it being solved. So as of today in 2025, it has not been solved. So what was the energy? What happened on August 28th, 1981? Surveillance shows me that she was being watched. Okay, was she being watched by a man? Yes. So she was being watched by a man. So she was definitely targeted. I feel he had been watching her for a while. This is somebody who was watching her. Cleanup shows me this man could be some type of cleanup, like he could be a janitor, he could be a garbage man. He definitely was a worker, and he just saw her. I'm feeling he could have been working at the school she went to. Is that true? No. Learn from experience, old ways no longer work. So this was somebody who was older, and he kept to himself. He was a loner, social outcast. Debt shows me this was somebody who didn't really have a lot of money. This was somebody who was very hard, who was on definite hard times. Okay, so I have to ask the question: was he watching her to sell her, to traffic her? Yes, it's the icing on the cake, all this and sprinkles too. So he was watching her. He would watch the children who would go to these kiosks, these stores, to buy candy and ice cream. So what I feel happened when Marianne left the store is that I see her dropping an ice cream cone, and I see him like coming up to her, you know, because she was crying, because she didn't have money to buy another one, that he offered to buy it for her. So he put her in his vehicle, and he made it look like he was going to buy her another ice cream cone, and instead he took her. So what can you say about that, Spirit? Yes, brilliant idea, clear path, bright future ahead. So this shows me that he was able to kind of elude her and pull her towards him, and then he was able to just abduct her. So he used the ruse that a lot of kidnappers use with young children, candy, ice cream, and he was able to coerce her to come with him. So why did he take her? What was his end game? His intuition told her she was the one. So he had been watching children for a while, and he saw her, and he just thought she was the one. What was she the one for? We have inside and a tunnel. Does that mean trafficking? No. You can't fake it now. What glitters isn't gold. So no, he was just fixated on her. The grandparent shows me that he was an older man, and that's why she thought she could trust him. He was an older man. But he was not a nice man. And what he did was he chained her, and he abused her, and he neglected her by not feeding her, and he kept her as a prisoner. So I have to ask the question, is she still alive? No. Stormy relationships, trouble strikes, uproar. So I feel that she passed. They're showing me the number 7. So there's 7 years between her case and Therese Johanneson, because Therese Johanneson disappeared in 1988. So I feel that he had Marianne for all those years, and she passed due to abuse and neglect, drugs, poison. I think he gave her something to sleep, and she never woke up. Yeah, because I had a hard time trying to record this because I kept getting interrupted, and finally I had Marianne come in, and she actually knocked my phone off my stand because she wanted me to know that she was here as a spirit. So she did pass in 1988. I don't want to get into the details of what happened to her body. She's just showing me the ground. So she was buried. And after she passed, fast forward to July 3rd, 1988, is when this man decided that he needed to replace her. So he went to Drammen, Norway, which was 191 kilometers, 119 miles away from Wisio, where he went looking for somebody else. And that is when on July 3rd, 1988, this man found Therese Johanneson. She disappeared when she went to a kiosk to buy candy. She disappeared without a trace. There was an extensive police search and investigation. They actually had a number of searches for her. This was ruled a criminal case, but the difference in her case is that they did have a suspect, a Swedish man by the name of Thomas Quick. He did confess. So I want to just go back to July 3rd, 1988. So what happened that day? Okay, was it the same man who took Marianne Knutsen? Yes. Full of possibility, plenty of creating abundance, so yes. This was the same man. So he went to Drammen with the same intention and the same ruse. Strangulation shows me that this man was in a very bad place because he felt that he needed to replace Marianne, and that's why he saw Therese. So that also shows me that he tied her up when he found her. But here's the kicker. She's alive. She's alive. She's not dead. Because I can't get a spirit to come through for her. She is alive. So what happened that day? He took her underground, so it's very possible they went on a train, and he took her somewhere. I think he took her to another country or something, but he took her far, far away from her home. So we have this Thomas Quick who confessed, but I don't think, they convicted him, but then they let him go. Did he do it? No. Rethink your direction. This isn't your path. So here's the thing. He was coerced into confessing. The police kind of coerced him into doing it. They kind of manipulated him into confessing, and then when they realized there was no evidence that this man actually did it, because they didn't have a body, they didn't have anything, that's why he was let go. And the thing with Therese's case is that there is a statute of limitations, because I guess because they had a suspect and they convicted him and then they dropped the charges, they're not going to reopen this case. So because both girls resemble each other, that was the first thing I was tuning into, that this person did take both of them because he has a type. So this is definitely somebody who has a sickness. I don't want to get too detailed with it because this is YouTube and I will get censored, but he has a sickness when it comes to children. But the reason why Therese Johanneson is alive is that I just feel that she just became part of his world, and I'm gonna leave it at that. You can let your imagination go wild. I'm not going down that rabbit hole, but she is still alive. I feel the man who took her is not, but she is still alive. So legal proceedings shows me that because this case is closed, she kind of went off the grid. She went off the radar. Why? Because she had a family of her own. So I feel she had children with this person who took her. That's very common, unfortunately, that these men kidnap young women, young children, and then they wind up having children with them. So she did have children with them, so she just decided to just start over. So she may not know who she is. She may not know that she is Therese Johanneson, because I just feel that because she spent so much time with him, he changed her hair color, he changed her name, and this was just a crime of passion because he's sick man. He was a sick man. So boat shows me that she took a boat, so she lives somewhere near the water, and she just lives a very simple life. So Marianne unfortunately has passed. She didn't make it, but she wants everyone to know that she's at peace. She's okay, and she's apologizing for knocking my phone over and giving me a hard time. It's because she wanted to help me do this reading. So I appreciate you, Marianne, for your assistance. And Therese Johanneson is just somebody who just needs to just she's older. She's very close to the end of her life, and this is a woman who just I'm hearing she'll get it right in the next life. So I just feel that these two cases are the only two that he took. I know there's a lot of missing cases in Norway. There's a lot of trafficking. There's a lot of like migrant children being stolen, and I think those are the children that the traffickers take. They usually try to take the kids that nobody's going to look for. So that is my psychic view on what happened between Marianne Knutsen and Therese Johanneson. Both little girls were taken by the same unsub because he had a type, he had a sickness, and yeah, that's it. This is kind of sad, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. Just gonna give Marianne a virtual hug. I feel so bad for her. but I feel she's at peace now. I see her walking away. So have a beautiful rest of your day, night, or afternoon. If you have any cold cases you would like me to look into, I'm starting to see a theme here that I should be looking more into cold cases of missing children. So please feel free to reach out to me with any case recommendations. You can drop a comment or you can email me at butterflyintuition1111@gmail.com. Love and light to you.